Still to be seen on what, obviously what he's going to do and what his strategy and angles are with this administration. But I think this is a time of exit.
Damn it. Nervous.
Man, I'm feeling that gold. I like that gold, Mike G.
Hey man,
That's
it is
official,
what it is.
dog.
How you the only one got a gold mic though?
Because I can't find that Mike. That was
He
in the
actually
house
showed it. He actually showed us, man.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody jump.
Hey man, but look, guess what, y'all? It's your boys. The PCB brothers are back in effect. I'm amped. You know why? Because we're back together. And I watched the last cast before I got in here, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm thinking we're gonna bring the energy. So keep that same energy that you came in with, Feezy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here.
Going. All right, y'all. Again, it's your boy Geno Brooks. I'm the host of today's episode, and I'm gonna go to my left. How you and my left mean? What's up, man? Say something to the people.
Hey man, back in the building, man. Thank y'all for tuning in again. I mean, we got stuff to talk about, man. We gonna change the tone of this boy today. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I'm gonna go to the right of me and my nephew, Lo. Talk to him.
We're gonna change the tone, but Breonna Taylor, say her name.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go down bottom of this Brady Bunch situation. I'm gonna talk to my other nephew out in the DMV.
Peace and love. Peace and love. Hope my mic sound right. Let's get it tonight. Let's go.
Hey. I'm gonna go to my big brother. I got 3 big brothers on here, by the way, but I like to call him my big brother down south. Nasty Nas. Talk to him.
My mic sounds nice. Check 1. Let's go.
Hey man, and like what I like to call the energy button or bunny of the group, the one that gives us the great one-liners, the man that I first told that I wanted to be an alpha. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
He got a Lakers hat on right now. Talk to him, Feezy.
Man, I'm good. I'm glad to be here. I'm ready to chop it up with y'all brothers. I'm salty. One thing I got to say, I'm just salty because coronavirus still continues to hate. And they hated on my Buckeyes for one more season of keeping Michigan in the dead in the dirt. And we ain't going to get to see them boys
we
get
ain't gonna
buried
be able
again.
to. We ain't gonna be able to whip them boys.
They can say that they can't lose to us this year again. So I'm ready to chop it up since my Buckeyes ain't playing. Let's go, G. Let's get it.
Well, look, man, like we said, we're going to our plan is to shift. We've been kind of heavy for the last few episodes, being socially conscious, checking in, and talking about all the great topics across the country, across the world. Most importantly, the pandemic and where we are. I think we've been doing a great job of, keeping our finger on the pulse of when we first got locked down to how we feel about it and the progress of our country and our leader of this free world, and all those good things. But before we get into the shenanigans, I do have one topic that I would like to bring up, and I would be remiss if we don't talk and acknowledge the Democratic addition, if you will, Ms. Kamala Harris, HBCU. No, she's not. She HBCU, right? That part I don't know, but she definitely an AKA.
Howard alum.
Howard
alum.
There it is.
Alpha chapter soror. Yes.
Yep. That's why I got y'all good brothers.
Ski-wee soror.
And G, just because I don't want you to get killed. And
I'm not gonna get killed, bro.
It's Kamala, not Kamala.
I'm not gonna get
Kamala. I'm just telling you, because they've
I'm not
been
gonna get
mispronouncing
killed.
the name.
I'm not gonna get
Shit
killed.
is all fucked up.
I'm not gonna
White
get
people
killed.
call
And I
it
don't give a fuck
Kamala.
what they say. All right, just being honest.
I feel that, G.
You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck? Listen, I'm here to give her acknowledgement and give her roses. And if they can't accept them how I give them, then fuck it. All right, that's my energy for the day. But let's talk about it, man. She's been added to the Biden ticket. You know, how do we feel about it? How impactful is her addition to his race? You know, how do we feel about it? More importantly, as a culture, as Black people, does that mean that she and Biden gets our vote right off top? I'm gonna go to Feezy first since he brings in the energy. Let's go.
I think it's a great addition. And I'll say that just because number one, she brings in a lot of experience and knowledge. She's very intellectual, very smart, very intelligent. So I think that she'll keep Joe on his toes, his P's and Q's. When he decides to get a little lazy and lackadaisical, I feel like she'll keep him in line and keep him on the path and bring him back. I think that's going to be her biggest one of her biggest roles is to kind of do some recon. I feel like she's going to do a lot of recon work behind Joe. I think, you know, Joe is going to be, I think he's ready for the position. Still to be seen on what, you know, obviously what he's going to do and what his strategy and angles are with this administration. But I think this is a time of exits, and the most important thing right now is for voting, and we need a certain person to be exited. And I think by any means necessary, you know, these two are here. Then that may not be popular because everybody's saying, oh, you know, you stop, you know, just voting just to get somebody out. But in this case, man, I feel like it's paramount and it's needed. So but back to her, I do feel that she is definitely qualified. She's got a lot of experience. And I think this is going to bring her skill set on the line and to the light so people can kind of see what she does. I think she, you know, everybody, like all politicians, she got some skeletons out there that she might have to bring to the public and clean up a little bit and maybe make us understand a little more why she chose to do some things she's done in the past. But just like any politician, but for some reason, I feel like she won't have a problem with that. It's going to be interesting to have a woman, not alone a Black woman in the VP spot. This is going to be real interesting. A lot of, you know, she's going to, and it's just on her thought process and the emotion that she's going to bring just from being a woman. And I don't mean that in a slight, but women bring a certain level of emotion and energy to a situation that men don't have. And so it's going to be real interesting. Obviously, we've never seen this before. So it's going to be real interesting, these two. But I think they're ready for it. I think they're really ready for the race between now and November. They're going to be prepared for these debates and this mudslinging contest. I feel like they can handle it. And I think she's going to need to take on a leadership role. I don't want her to play the back, which I think people are going to try to pigeonhole her into being is just kind of a figurehead in the background. I think she's going to need to be persistent. She's going to need to show some initiative. She's going to need to be out in front of a lot of things and really put on full display her intelligence for people to buy into her.
Okay. Great word. Good brother. I'd like to swing that over to good brother Dale. I'd like to hear your perspective on the addition to the Biden ticket.
I got a few opinions. So first off, I'm not excited about this election at all. I made it clear, and I'm just gonna give you the raw and cut. The good thing about this platform is we not Fox News, we not CNN, we don't have no agenda. So I'm not I'm not enthusiastic about this election at all. I just want to get Trump out. So I felt like she was the best. You know, it made sense. You know, I feel like the Democratic establishment, you know, they looked at all of the potential candidates and they saw what she could bring to the table in terms of motivating the black vote. And I really feel you talking to an analytical guy. I do analytics, you know, on my day to day. And I know that they brought up the analytics of every potential vice president candidate. And they said, well, the Kamala, and they probably said it just like that. The Kamala could bring, she has allies with the HBCUs, with the pink and green ladies, with the Divine Nine, you know, so like she can motivate all of these people to get out and vote.
Do you think they really brought up the HBCUs in the Greek life?
I absolutely mean. Am I bullshitting? Absolutely. And I don't think that there's no coincidence that she shouted all of them out when she did her vice president nomination acceptance thingy. She, if you saw it, she said, I shout out my Alpha Kappa Alpha sisters, my Divine Nine, my HBCUs, all that shit by design. Okay. Mm-hmm. All of it. So, again, I think that all of that would play a factor in her getting in. I mean, why would you want to pick Stacey Abrams over this? Nah, because I mean, you know, it's gonna be pink and green out at all of the polls across the country. Period. Right. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. She got a past. She's gonna have to address that past. She's gonna have to address the slandering that she did of Joe Biden too. I'm looking forward to that because she and one last thing, I you know, what I'm interested in, what I enjoy about politics, man, is the strategy behind everything that is done. I think that there was no coincidence that she pulled out of the presidential race when she did, because if you all go back, like her campaign was good. Like she had momentum and just out of nowhere, she dropped out. And so I think the Democratic establishment, I think they got in her ear and they were just like, yo, you have the potential of being the vice president. You need to pull out right now, because the longer you stay in here, the bigger the hole is that you're digging for attacking Joe, because we know Joe is going to be in the running for president. So
I agree with that. She was the toughest one on Joe on them panels.
Exactly. And just the longer she stayed on there, the longer she would have just been getting at him, and the worse it would have made things for her when she was finally selected to be the vice president. So again, I'm not excited. I'm voting. I hear people saying like, I'm not voting for Joe, I'm voting for Kamala. I'm voting to get Trump out. I'm like I said before on the podcast, I'm tired of the same old just voting just because, giving out votes for free. I think the plan should be we get Trump out, and after we get Trump out, then we start working towards a real change, and that's demanding something for our vote, putting money behind our vote, getting money behind these super PACs, and start really having some political power, not influence, but power in these upcoming elections.
Hold that there. Great room. I think that was low. If not low, it was definitely you. Then they'll drop a piece about Ice Cube into our chat, who also said that very same thing. And I would really like Mean to kind of address that. And what's the strategy? First, I mean, you can answer if you could in a shorter version of if Kamal is the right person, therefore, and then kind of roll into what her plan should be. Our plan should be once we get 45 out of there.
Well, I mean, Kamala, was just a pick just to check all the boxes. Mm-hmm. Like Dale said, with the analytic component, they were also looking at Suburban Housewives, and she checks that box because, of course, she's biracial. She's also, in an interracial relationship. Marriage. So that's going to attract suburban housewives to vote for her. I don't really have any issues with her career. She was the AG of the largest state in America, which basically means that that's one step probably above the Attorney General of the United States. So her legal background is pretty tough. People got questions about, some of the policies she pushed legally for imprisonment of minorities and things like that in California. But that's a whole nother conversation. I don't really hold nothing against her with that. She had to do a job, and that's just it is what it is. Like Dale said, this election is about getting Trump out. So I think out of all of the candidates that he would have picked, she had the most fortitude out of all of them because she's been a senator for a while. She has a lot of experience. So, if she does get in, she can keep, like Jay said, she can keep Joe on his toes. I was actually having a discussion with somebody else about why he actually picked Kamala, because it was a play for 2024. I don't know if this is conspiracy or rumor, but I don't think Joe, if he wins, is going to run for the ticket again. He'll be only a 4-year president, and then Kamala will probably put her name in for president along with someone else. So if this is a strategy for the Democrats, I don't know. Is it a smart strategy? It remains to be seen. What was the other thing you wanted me to address, G?
Just as far as the plan, like once we get 45 out of here, like what should be out, what should come along with our vote, like kind of like what Dale just said.
We talk about it probably. I think damn near every cast. I was just watching Bill Maher. I want to say Friday night, Saturday morning, and they were talking about how the Democrats are not even focusing on poverty, and how almost half of America is going to be getting evicted from their homes, under the poverty line. And that's one thing I didn't hear from the Democratic convention. They focus so much on how Trump has divided us and how we need to move forward, change, and all that other stuff, but they're not actually focusing on the almost 3 million people that are poor and that didn't come out and vote for Hillary in 2016. So hopefully somebody smart enough in the room to actually focus on that within the next couple of days. We under 70 days before we vote. So hopefully that should be a plan. And then if Trump gets out,
I think that's a big part of their plan, and I think that's why they're not focused on a lot of those things. I think their main thing is riding this wave of getting Trump out and the unrest that he has caused and he's in the middle of. I feel like they're riding that out right now.
Yeah. Right. But I'm just saying, if we don't have a voice for the poor folk in the country, they vote just like us. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, a lot of that 42% that votes for Trump are poor motherfuckers that believe he's going to do something. But on the flip side, some of those are potential votes for Biden and Harris. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if the DNC don't focus on that, potentially what Dale has been predicting, it might be the same shit all over again.
Let me ask this real quick. What if he wins? What if Trump wins again? Like what happens the day after the election if Trump somehow gets this victory? Because this is my fear, man. Like, I swear to God, like, I'm so afraid of the fact that we, like, especially the Democratic Party, I ain't gonna say we, like the Democratic Party, this idea, like, we got this locked because he's being such a dickhead. He's showing his ass. Everybody know he lying, blah, blah, blah. We got this locked. What happens the day after that is reelected?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be politics as usual. It ain't, look, with this presidency, Nas, it ain't really been no surprises. So with all the shit he doing with the post office and all this other shit, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, he stole it again. I'm gonna be like, He already had it in the playbook.
He already had it in the playbook. That's a great.
More crime,
that's a good
more
transition.
scandal.
Right.
Good transition on
More crime, more scandal.
For low. Transitioning into 45 hijacking and putting plays in order for him to kind of hold on. You know, the plan is, like we just said, is to bring in, you know, this new ticket and this new energy to get him out. But the question for you, Lo, is it's so much harder these days to get out to vote. With the pandemic, that's going to be something that we got to get over. They're already talking about, again, with the post offices and the post boxes, and then the last part of that is if y'all haven't heard recently, there's some issues with registering to being able to mail your stuff in. So, you know, before you even get it to the mailbox. So just on that, like, what's the plan, Lo? How do we get out to vote safely and make sure our votes count in time?
I appreciate the transition, but let me say one thing about Sora Harris real quick, if you don't mind, big brother.
Sora,
yeah, Sora. Yeah, I mean, we'll call it Sora Harris because I don't want to mess her. I don't want to mess her name up. Then you have to try to fact check her name.
Nah, you got
Sora Harris.
Your mom's might check you on that one.
But I guess my only thing, because I mean, I had a whole nother side to G, I guess, from everyone else with Sora Harris. I didn't appreciate the fact that that we went into this this ticket with saying it's going to be a black woman. I'd rather it said the best candidate, you know what I'm saying, for the people. That was my issue. Like, I mean, I understand let's push women empowerment, all this stuff, but I didn't understand we cut off, you know, like a Chinese man, a Native American woman, all the stuff. We just, you know what I'm saying, we just threw them out like, no, y'all can't be on this ticket. We're gonna go with a black woman. And you know what I'm saying, I'm pro-black, you know what I'm saying, I love it. But when you're going up against somebody like 45, I feel like it should have been the best person to fill that spot. If it was a man, woman, transgender, whoever, just go with the best person to fill that position. So that was my only.
No, bro, say how you feel, because I know that you truly feel like this country is gonna have a hard time with voting for a woman.
Hold on. This is my next one. Hold on, my next play. My next play. Yeah. So my other thing is I didn't understand why. You know, I feel like the VP this year should be the person who's going to be the president for 2024. That's what I mean. We should have been smart as a party, you know, and put the, you know what I mean, grassrooted this person, you know, and raise them in a farm, you know, say, here's the vice president right now, but we're grooming them to take over the presidency for 2024. Now, if Sora Harris, if that's what we're going with, I mean, okay. But I have a hard time seeing that America will put a woman over in the White House as the head chief officer. I don't see it.
Have y'all heard the other rumor? It's all rumor.
What's that rumor?
She'll be on the ticket for 2024.
Yeah, that's what I said before.
And
yeah, that's the whole.
That's what he's.
And then Michelle is supposed to be the vice president.
I haven't heard that at all.
Or it could be reversed, G.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Or it could be reversed. But
well,
now, I did read that AOC might be trying to run in 2024.
Oh, she in the running.
Who?
She on the come up.
AOC.
Who's that?
who's that?
Ocasio Cortez, the Latin chick
From New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a congresswoman from New York City.
Nice.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, whoever it is, I feel like they should have been our vice president this year on the Biden ticket. Because let's be honest, I mean, yes, we're talking about Sora Harris right now, but how many conversations do you really even talk about a vice president? We're not voting for Senator Harris. We're voting for Biden. That's just what it is. I mean, I've never said, oh, man, I'm going to you know, Al Gore's in there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna vote for Al Gore.
But I think that's what spoke to what Dale was saying, though, Lo, that they did the analytics and they know that she's going to bring a certain amount of votes based on the fact of what her caliber is. She checks off a few boxes. Like Mean said, she's married to a white man. She ain't real black. She actually said on wax that she don't claim to be black.
We're about to go there. We're about to go there.
This is the conversation that people are having now, because people are saying now this is like the first time that I've actually cared about the vice president, and people care about who's the vice president this time because nobody was feeling Biden like that. So they had to put a good person in place to be the vice president.
But at the same time is how much power? I guess I was going with the power. You know what I mean? How much power?
That's just politics, Lo. This is about them galvanizing a vote. They don't care nothing about what she's gonna do once she get in there.
You are 110% right. 110% right. But I mean, those just my couple of little, I guess, questions and well, let's say this. I'm not against Civil Harris at all, but I just feel like we should have went for the best person who's going to be the president for 2024. That's all. Who you think that would?
Who you think that? Who did you think that would be? Who did you think would have been a better vice president?
Honestly, man, I can't throw a name. I mean, whether he's white, black, green, or whatever, I don't care who the person is, as long as he's for the people. And like I said, we all against Trump. I mean, that's fine, but let's figure out who. Because for the black community, we all say, who's our leader? Who's a leader? We don't know who our leader is. Now it's like we have a chance to have a leader in place, but we ain't doing the proper things unless Civil Harris is going to be our next leader. It's like we're still spinning our wheels. Like that's all we doing.
It's funny when we bring up that leader question, right? And every time it's being brought up, when we talk about it via text or via however we talk about it, we had a black president as our leader, and we didn't do right by that situation. So that was the person that was supposed to be leading us at the time. So we looking for these Diddy's and all these other people. We had a black president. That was the person.
But that see, and that's always been my problem, man. Because when we had Obama in office, we did not use him like a politician. We didn't treat him that way. You know what I'm saying? When you have a person,
because he was Jesus. He was
exactly.
People didn't understand though. Black folks got up in arms because they felt like he didn't do nothing. But what you didn't understand, he wasn't the president for black people. He was the president of the United States.
Exactly,
so and that's my point. Everybody to look after, not just black folks.
And that's my point. My point is, like and this is the same point that I've been making time and time again over the podcast. We have resources, we have the power, we have the influence to get in position and start playing the political game like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like if we was playing the political game like everybody else was when Obama was there, we could have got some shit done. And we're still not going to be able to get nothing done until we start playing shit right like everybody else, man. So that's why I said my hope is get Trump out. After we get the Democrats in, then we start getting in position to start playing the political game like everybody else does.
Yeah. I was gonna bring up the whole situation about Kamala being married to a white man. Right? I was floating out there. Do we have to talk about that? Y'all haven't got strong feelings about that?
I don't.
I know strong feelings about it, but I didn't. It necessarily wasn't her be married to a white man, but I didn't know that his kids weren't hers. If that makes sense.
I don't think she has any kids.
Yeah, it's like she doesn't have any kids. So that kind of threw me for a loop. I'm like, man, I see all these pictures of her, hugged up. Which great. Stepmom.
Man,
I get it, 100%. That's great. But it was like, it was kind of mind-boggling. Damn, like. Okay,
she better take that mud that's about to be
what she been doing.
If it was a black man in there that had a white woman, they'd be destroying that dude right now. So she better take that mud.
That's all. I'm just very glad it's not the opposite. I'm just glad that it's not a black vice president.
She be all right.
with a white wife. I'm just glad it's not that.
Just do your job, Kamala. Don't nobody. They gonna throw mud at you about that. Just keep it moving.
Yep.
I don't feel bad.
There it is. There it is. You know, people got a lot of things to say, but now it's like, all right, we need this situation. Let's keep it moving. Now they don't want to bring it up. It's kind of funny.
Hold on, G. I got a quick question. How do y'all how does everybody feel about the mail-in votes? I'm just curious.
I don't have a problem with it. I mean,
I've
I
done it before. I was cool with it.
Are y'all doing it?
It's a pandemic right now, so that's the best situation. I don't want to be in the lines with all them people.
I do absentee, and I take mine to the actual voter registration office and deliver it myself. That's how I do mine. I don't I don't go sit at a poll, but I don't necessarily mail it in completely. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like both. So,
but see, and this is again another fear factor for me.
Go ahead, man. That's where I was going.
That's what I'm saying. Okay,
this thing, man. This is what they're doing. They're drumming up all of this confusion because there's like even my wife said, she was like, man, you know what? Because we were going to do the mail-in ballot, but you know, once we started, you know, we were talking and trying to debate back and forth. She was like, look, I'm going. I can't trust that what they're going to do with this is going to be for real. Yeah. They already letting you know that they planting seeds. So any number that comes out, whatever the vote that comes out, there's going to be questions about it. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be questions because they already setting the seed. They're letting you know right now, you can't really trust these mail-ins. Oh, you know what? Or can you can you drop it off? If you drop it off and you got a mail-in, will it count? And I was reading an article about it. It's like if you ask for a mail-in ballot, you have to like either bring that ballot to the voting thing so that they can destroy it, or your vote won't count.
This is what I was talking about.
Right.
Yeah, they got to destroy whatever mail-in ballot that you got to make sure that the vote is going to count. So because they don't want there to be double, people voting twice. There's already going to be a lot of craziness, bro.
G, I know you're a contractor. You do a lot of, contract business, right?
Yep.
I got one word for you. Next time you do something for me, the check is in the mail. Listen, quote unquote, the check is in the mail. That's how I feel about it. It's going to be a lot of these votes are going to be
so crazy, man. It's already very scary stuff.
And you bring up a good point, bro, because now that I think about it, you know how what is that shit called? Election night when they're doing the counts. Like, how is that shit gonna be tallying up? Because niggas shit gonna be in the mail. Because I'm with you. Because I'm with you. My wife was like, she ready to start ordering the shit. I mean, I don't mail in. I'm like, listen, if I gotta go in that bitch in some PPE, because I want to cast my shit. Like, I don't trust. I think it's. I just don't trust that shit gonna work, man. I don't have no confidence in it.
All right, y'all. Transitioning out of that situation. This is our time where we talk to our sponsors. We'd like to thank our sponsors. Put that here. Thank y'all for supporting us. There it is. Thanks for the idea, cuz that'll be dropped right in this situation. All right. On another note, let's have some fun, guys. All right.
I need some fun. Hey,
it's been a while. It's been a while,
right? We're gonna be a little dramatic fun first before we get into the mess.
Uh-oh.
Cleaning up the crib. Your wife's on vacation.
What?
Your wife's on vacation. Hold on, stay with me. You're cleaning up the crib, and you find an old VHS.
Oh shit! Damn.
And you like, oh shit! I was just cleaning up the garage. I got that old VHS hooked to the TV in there. Let me go pop this in. It might be my probate show.
Wait a minute.
You pop that motherfucker in. It ain't your probate show. It's your wife on all fours with somebody else back in college.
Stop.
No, I'm saying, hold on.
Stop.
You find the tape.
Be still my heart.
Of your wife back in the day before she knew you.
Before COVID.
Before she knew you. Let's give it 10 years. 5 years before she met you. In total. She on all fours. She having fun, whatever that is. What do you do? How do you react?
Gee, this is the Lord's day. What are you doing to us right now?
I mean, how do you react?
If it
Did
was
you answer first, G?
hold on. If I was gonna say this, like if it wasn't a pandemic and that scenario actually happened, I would probably be kicking it for like 2 weeks and just being real silent about the situation.
Right.
She would probably have to ask me like, "What's wrong with you?"
Did y'all watch it together?
And then it will come out. I was like,
Hold on.
After you've been to the strip club 22 times?
right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I found some shit, and at this point I'm over it.
All right.
You know, because I done got my 2 weeks out.
Ain't no structure. Let's go, y'all. Talk to me. What
right.
y'all doing, man?
Man, first of all, you said this is before she met me.
This is definitely before she met you. Let's get with that.
Honestly,
but she holding on to the tape.
I'm gonna be like, boo, you was sloppy.
the
You
key.
couldn't get rid of this before. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't have hit.
She ain't want to get rid of it.
man.
Nah,
But, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you
Jay.
personally.
Jay, that's generic. Walk me through the setup. How you approaching it? That's what I want to know.
Like I said, I would have got my 2 weeks off first, and I would have been hurt. I would have been like, even though it was before, I would have been like, damn.
Yeah.
Man,
damn.
I'm popping that
doing all that
bitch
too.
in, and I want that tape playing when she come to the crib, man. I want her to see me watching that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have some popcorn. I'm gonna have a good drink. I'm like, man, this shit off the chain, girl. You need to see this. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. And you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna make that shit. I'm gonna make that shit work for me. I'm gonna be like, hey man, I need to see them knees now. You know what I'm saying? Show me that. Let's do some role playing.
Right. Especially if she ain't been doing none of the moves with you. You like, I ain't never seen you down on your phones like this.
Let's do it. Let's get it, boo.
Hey, Lowe's expression is hilarious. I can't wait to hear his response.
Hold on. I'm gonna make sure we go to a close-up view while he go. Go ahead, Lo.
Mute, man.
The way G painted that picture, though, man. Like I'm down
Exactly.
all four. I mean, like what? Look, man. I may put up a front for y'all, man, but I'm really a sensitive guy, man. I mean, I can't handle that shit, man. That wouldn't go over very well.
Tell the truth, Lo. Tell the truth. Shit on the devil.
I don't even. That might be a tearjerker or two, man. Like I mean, like be honest, like I'll be listen.
Lo being like my baby.
Right.
Hey, thank you for being truthful, though. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm out in these streets, man. I'm like, fuck this shit, man. I ain't want to see that shit.
I'm having a suck attack first.
Why y'all gonna be salty?
Shit,
Man, because why you still got the tape, bruh?
Okay.
Why you still got the tape?
That's what I said, but it doesn't sound like that's what Lowe's being upset about, though.
I thought I taught you that move. Oh, so you already knew that move?
He said, I thought you taught you that move.
You already knew that? You already knew that? You told
Oh,
me I taught
yes.
you that.
Oh, yeah. She been knew that, Lo. She been knew it.
Hey, check it. Hey, just think about this. Say if he was doing it like Cam was doing old girl and paid in full.
With the video camera.
The Dougie, I did the Dougie, pouring the champagne and shit. Like, man, come on, man.
I
don't
mean,
want to see that shit.
Did you
doing it like Ray
think
J
you had a
did Kim K,
did you think
man?
you had a virgin when you got with her?
Nah,
Right.
but I mean, Jay,
Shit.
come on, man. You don't want
I'm
to.
just saying.
I'm not trying
Still,
to see that.
and again, and listen.
The only thing I'm gonna be
it's-
mad at is why didn't you do a better job of hiding and concealing this tape so I wouldn't see it? I ain't tripping off her doing that shit. So what?
I can't be tripping off you
Even-
doing it, but
even-
after
even
you
if you
see
didn't-
it, you can't unsee that, bruh.
Wait a minute, Jay. Hold on, Jay. Even if you didn't know about the dude, say
It don't
dudes
care.
you didn't know
Matter the
about.
dude. I don't give a shit about him. I'm saying
tripping.
I know her that she ain't no virgin when I met her.
We're gonna move some furniture in this motherfucker. And listen, I'm tripping. I ain't a happy camper. I mean, I'm catching. Listen, yeah, nah, man. Hey, Fees, you a good one, man. Cause I ain't built for that. Let's say that. This is me.
Especially if she been loyal to you.
So-
Y'all got a good, strong relationship, man.
So you should have
I
been
mean-
doing that. I'm gonna tell your daddy.
So you wanted a virgin.
You a child of God. I heard acting like that like a heathen.
Y'all wanted virgins.
Child of God.
I'm telling God on you, nigga.
Hold
Y'all
on,
want
Dale.
marriage
Hold on.
then.
Let's go to Dale. Come on, Dale. Talk
like
to us.
like I said before, man. Like I just keep thinking about the best man and the nigga at his wedding. Just visuals. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really awkward because once you see it, I don't need to see it visually. Like I don't need to see it, but then it's so shocking that it's just like I got questions. So do I want to continue watching this? Like
Shit, I'm watching
it's just
that shit.
it's a real awkward dog. But I'm like, low nigga, I'm hot. I'm
You
Are
know
you-
that she did stuff
are you
before
watching the
you,
entire
but once
tape?
you see it,
I would have to watch a little bit more. I won't be able to watch the whole thing though. I'll see
Dale.
enough and then that's it.
Nah, I need to see the finishing move.
Thank you,
Thank you,
No.
Hey, Dale, hey, Dale.
I'm smashing off that tape. Hold on, me. Lo, you don't want to see the finishing because if she get that motherfucking money shot or she swallow, yeah.
game over.
So Dale, hold on, man. I'm going upstairs real quick, man. I don't check this. Hey, I got questions, man.
Hey, so Dale, no lie, man. Look, hey, you hit it right on the head. Like think about it. You watching that shit, and you thinking like, damn, do she be faking when I be doing it? Like,
Right. Questions,
like that when I was
nigga.
doing
I
that.
be
Like,
having
what the
all
fuck?
kind of
You
questions.
know she was faking because you see what
thought
she's
she was
doing
faking.
in this video that you didn't know. You thought you was giving her the move.
Low,
Nah.
she
Been
gagging
had
on the
that.
joint. She gagging
Yeah.
on it.
She like,
Fucking
Bruh,
low
stop.
up.
I'm
You
about to go
fucking
wake
low
her up.
up.
I'm about to go wake my wife up right now. I got questions. Like, listen, you got my. See, I told y'all,
Dale,
man, my head turning right now. Man.
Hey, man.
rabble.
Hey man, this is some
She
PCP
like the
after dark
hamburger
classic
on that
right
mug.
here.
She like rabble.
Bruh. Why was she? Why is she treating it like a Scooby snack, bruh?
Oh, bro. Oh, she brushing her teeth with it, dog. It's going. She touching the thing in the back of her throat.
Please
Yeah,
stop.
and look,
Stop.
and look,
Hey,
hey, Lois,
Jay cool. He like, all right, I'm watching this shit.
I'm what I'm saying.
I'm smashing off that tape.
Jay, come on, man.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
bro.
Especially
Nigga.
if she doing stuff you
I'm
ain't
gonna
never
be
seen
honest,
her
man.
do.
That my brain don't compute that. That doesn't make no sense to me, man.
That's good for
If
you.
he sledding, if he like sledding, what if she like?
Hold on,
What if he
hold on,
spitting in her
Did
face,
you
spitting in her
think
mouth and
that
shit?
you
hold on,
met
hold on.
a
Here's the
virgin
question.
when you met her? Was she a virgin when you met
Hold on,
her?
Feezy.
Of course not, but I don't want to see it.
Hold on, bruh. She had okay. So this is 2020. So you mean to tell me it ain't like a cell phone?
2005.
That's what I'm saying. That means you had to set up
2005,
a
Lo.
tripod.
Doing
Tripod.
in
Right,
2005.
Let me ask. G,
Think
can I
about
say
this,
something?
2005 though. What were we doing in
dead.
2005, Lo?
That's what I'm saying. That means you wanted this.
He got the big
bro.
brick. He got the big brick on the
That
shoulder
nigga
like
stunting
this.
on that motherfucking ass.
Yeah. No,
So
man.
y'all gonna break up? Y'all gonna break up with her?
Shit, about Ming said 2 weeks, Ming.
That's what I'm saying.
You gonna
nigga.
break
I'm
up with her
going
and
to
then go
Vegas.
get you?
I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to Miami. I'm going hard.
Let's clean this up a little
I
bit.
think
Let's clean
Means
it
was
up.
the best response. Me had the
Really
best
was.
response.
Let's
It
clean
really
this up
was.
though, because I want to make sure I get the answer. Yes or no? Are you finishing the tape, me?
Fuck.
I can't. I mean, I'm like,
right.
I'm like, I can't.
I bet. Nas, are you finishing the tape?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dale, you not finishing the tape?
Fuck no. I'm watching just enough. I can't
right.
watch that. Nah, I can't.
What's enough? What's enough?
Jay.
The moment that you see her,
Because I
in there,
can't
what's
just
enough?
watch the beginning. I gotta be like, is this real? So
Jay.
and then it just be like, oh, that's enough.
No, it's
I gotta-
real. You know, hey, nope, hey, no disrespect, but you know your wife Moon. You know that arc. That's her. All right, Jay.
I'm
Are you
rewinding
finishing
that
the
shit,
tape?
bro. Not just watching it to the end. I'm rewinding that shit.
Oh my goodness, what?
So hold on. So I got hold on. So
See,
what if the
man,
motherfucker? What if the motherfucker?
Can I
is
say
on
something
there-
real quick?
Hold on,
Can I-
hold on,
can I
Jay.
frame-
Hold on,
can I
Jay.
frame
Hey,
my
let me-
answer though. Can I frame it up?
Let me finish my question. So what if the motherfucker is using and abusing and punishing your lady? You still gonna watch the like just nonchalant like I'm watching this?
Nah, but I gotta
Yeah.
see everything you was willing to do. What was you all willing to do?
Because look, when y'all were dating, and y'all all know, y'all all bruhs. Come on.
Ooh, I
When
gotta
y'all were dating and y'all was talking shit on the phone, where y'all tell each other past experiences. You was asking her questions and you wanted her to answer straight up with you. You know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. Why is it okay then, but now you actually see some shit that maybe she talked about?
Because it's a tape.
It's a tape.
Hey, okay.
It's one thing. It's one.
It's the same reason.
He can tell you anything.
It's the same. It's
evidence.
It's the same reason why I can't.
Okay, so what did she do wrong here?
Why? Oh, why? Why did you keep the tape?
Not hiding the tape, what did she do wrong?
She kept the tape.
This ain't about her. This is about me.
Right? Well,
It ain't about her. It's about me.
I'm cool. G.
Yeah.
I'm rewinding that shit, bro.
She kept the tape, bro.
What if
I'm pissed off of that. And I'm with me.
Hold on.
Hey, Lo didn't give his answer. Lo didn't give his answer first.
Well, first off, what if J-Rock pop in? You know what I mean? So for the 2-on-1, you know what I mean? So like,
wow.
You think about that. You gotta watch the whole tape. I need to see what the hell going on. We in court. If you in court, did the lawyer review the whole tape? You know what I mean? I need all evidence. I need to see everything. Let me see. I can't have J Bug and Travis coming out coming in the room.
Wife.
You know, listen. I need to see what's really going on. This might change.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, I'm for them 2 week interval. I'm gonna be drunk as a skunk.
It might be
like, why are you so fucked up?
Hold on. I'm gonna take it another level, if you don't mind, G. Man, what if you check? What if you check the phone? What if you check the phone and you see that the nigga like texts a happy birthday and shit on her birthday?
Well, hold on.
No bueno.
Now that's different. Bueno. Yeah, that's different.
No bueno.
Now you're bringing in current with past, so now it's a whole new ball game now.
Look, the fact that you haven't thrown this tape away, we got a problem.
That could just be a mistake. I mean, because
I can't say that now. I can't say that now because I didn't have some old pictures too that I just forgot about.
Now listen. Now this is the other thing though. Now if you have multiple videos and you just can't keep up with them, that's one thing. But if you only did this once, then you should know where that tape is.
So what if you dating her and she tell you when y'all talking and have a conversation, it's like, oh yeah, I've fucked on tape before.
That's completely different. But
then you still continue to date her. Why?
Like
so
that,
it's okay when she reveals it, but then you see the tape. So this is years later.
Why do you have it?
Would y'all ask your wife that question?
I'm asking tonight.
I'm asking everything after this shit.
Listen, I'm asking tonight. I need to know.
Yeah, asking all kinds of questions after this.
I never asked that. I don't know about midnight tonight. I'll tell you that.
I have a method to my methodology. It may come up. You know,
see, I'm inquisitive. I'm an inquisitive dude, so I ask all that shit when we dating. Everything. Okay. You been on tape?
So listen,
2, man, 3.
Jay,
you been ran on. I ask it all.
Jay, you watching the tape, like Lo said. The finishing move is she gets her face painted.
Whoa.
I mean, I'd probably be salty about that. Like, damn. But again, I'm with her now.
Damn,
I mean, I don't understand. What am I supposed to do with her?
What if she rubbed it in?
Damn you! You shouldn't have did that before you met me. How dare you? You knew you were going to meet me. I mean, come on. What am I supposed to do?
I agree. You can't be mad that she was like
what
that.
Do?
But if you ain't doing none of the moves now, I got a lot of questions.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna ask one more question. One more question. Would you rather the finishing move be like pause? I was about to say something like Nas doing, but she gets painted, or if she drinks it. Which one would you rather her do?
I don't want neither. I don't want to see that shit.
Oh yeah,
Thank you, B. Like, what are we doing here?
But if we have to, if we have to paint, come on, man. Let's be real. Painted is better than swallowing. Painted is better than swallowing.
All right,
but ain't painted kind of like sadomasochistic? Just
I'm not saying
basically. So Dale, what you're saying is it's okay that you hear that she does these things. It's a totally different ball game when you.
Absolutely, I'm just a visual. Like visually, it's just like I can't watch the George Floyd shit. That's just me personally.
So if you're dating her and you ask her, she swallows and she says, "Yeah," you probably get hyped like, "Ooh, shit!" Now when you see it,
that's a good point, Jay.
It's like
that's a good point.
Hey, look,
that's a good point.
Come on,
how did we get here?
Keep it real, fellas.
I'm just saying, yeah, it does make a difference. Once you see it,
if you see it,
you
yeah,
know in your mind that she didn't had other people, but you ain't been in the room while she was banging other people. But when you get that visual, that's a whole completely different
Now, if you've asked her these things and she's denied them and said that she's never been on tape, she's never got her face.
Oh, now you're lying.
And then when you see that, then that's a whole, you know what I mean?
Or again, if you ain't being as freaky with me as you was with this cat, then I got questions. You let this cat put his finger in you. You let this cat bust in your
what
mouth.
if she say? What if she say like what G said? This was 10, 15 years ago. I was different then.
No, the tape has a date on it. The tape has a date on it. It's telling you what date. It's telling you.
My aunt can't watch this cast.
You said it's like 10 years ago.
It's telling you it's July 19th, 2004. It tells you.
We're talking 16 years ago.
Don't matter. You watching it, right?
My aunt,
hey man,
auntie, I'm so sorry. You was mad about the F-bomb. You was mad about the F-bomb. What you think about this one?
Hey man.
Hi, auntie.
Hey man, switch the subject up, man, because you gonna make me want to get my 2 weeks in anyway. I need 2 weeks anyway.
All right, check it out.
Right. Everybody gonna be looking at their chick tomorrow like.
No, tonight, man. I'm waking mine up. I got some questions now.
It's on tonight. Better not ever find no goddamn tape. Wow.
All right, y'all. I got some stack ups, man. Ready for the stack up? We'll end this on a few stack ups, brother. Good brothers.
Jeez.
All right. Cool.
Another drink.
All right. Just random. Came because of the day. You pick. The stack up is between Paul George and Luka Doncic. Who you want?
After the day?
This I'm warming up. I'm warming up. Come on.
Dale said after today.
That nigga PG had 9 points. Luka had 40. He had a 40 piece.
Right. With the game.
You want us to answer that acting like we didn't know what happened today?
Right. That's what I'm saying. After the game.
All right. So that's okay. All right. We got that. Okay.
Drake.
So that's a unanimous.
D'Angelo Russell.
Right. All right. Jordan, a Jordan 3 or Jordan 6? Which one?
Jordan 3.
What y'all talking about?
Sneakers,
nigga.
Man, fuck what y'all talking about.
Breads.
Jordan 3. I mean, yeah, Jordan 3 all day.
All right.
Threes all day.
Yeah,
Cool.
threes.
All right, cool.
That's almost like a Luka and PG, to be honest with you, G.
Yeah, okay. I'll make it harder then. 11 and a 1. Bands versus which is it? Which one? The Breads.
11's for me, man.
Converse.
11's mean something to me.
Wait a minute, what's the two sneakers again?
The black and red 11s. Black, red, and white 11s versus the band Jordan 1s.
The Jordan 1s.
Converse. There it is. All right. Listen, you walk in the room. You walk in room A. Serena Williams. Right? This is hypothetical.
Before or after the baby?
This is however you imagine her at her peak. Room B is Sierra.
Sierra who?
Thick Sierra or skinny Sierra?
Whatever you imagine her to be, your
Okay.
best version of that.
You talking about Mrs. Wilson?
Mrs. Wilson or Mrs. Williams, who kept her last name.
I mean, hey, it's a no-brainer. I'm Serena up. That thickness.
Yeah, I got to go Serena too all day on that one.
No makeup.
Dale, I didn't hear you.
No makeup.
Dale.
No makeup.
No
I
makeup
don't
with
care.
the no makeup with the catsuit.
Pillowcase. Nigga,
No makeup with the
pillowcase.
catsuit. I'm going Serena.
Hey, man.
Pillowcase. Head in the pillow.
I'm gonna keep it okay. Oh, that's what we talking about, face in the pillow. Because if I'm being look,
Don't tear down our black queens on
I
here.
I know. Oh yes.
I ain't
All
tearing them down.
I'm
You
going with
asked to
the
stack up.
I'm going with the consensus, man.
You'll get assassinated on this one.
I know. Thank y'all for stopping me, man.
All right.
Why?
All right, if we can have one-
Sierra lighter skin, she light skin, nigga. You that's why. That's why.
Hey,
Y'all don't
we can
be
have
keeping
one
it a
leader
buck.
of
Y'all don't be
the-
keeping it a buck, man. Y'all motherfuckers.
Ooh,
It's
come on,
totally
we
different
really
on
in the
the
competition.
chat
Like
room.
for one, Serena is the body's just
Crazy.
slapping.
That was
Right.
them, Luca PG all over again. I thought. That's me.
I bet. You can have the leader of free world, no matter if hypothetical, no matter the situation, bring them back to life. You can have Malcolm or Martin. Who would you want to be the president? And why?
Yeah, that's
There
a
you
deep
go.
stack up.
I'm gonna go with Martin just because. Well, damn, that's hard. That's hard
man.
because Malcolm, once he came back, from Mecca, his thought process was a lot more like Martin's. What
And
he didn't appreciate was that
Martin's
Martin
thought
had
process
both
was
sides. Martin was not a sucker. Martin was a gangster. He just knew how to talk, the right talk. But he was saying exactly what Malcolm was saying. He just didn't believe in that, the violence to get to that end goal. But he definitely believed in bucking and trying to get to the ultimate goal, which was creating more wealth for black people and all of that. So I'm a go with Martin.
Is as much as I love Malcolm, one of my favorite books is his autobiography. I'm gonna go with a slim edge to Martin just because his message was a little different, like Nas said.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Mr. Malcolm X, Mr. Little, just for simple fact, his whole story of what he went through from being, a criminal at first, then being reformed, and saying the nation to just a Muslim. I mean, he's lived it, so he probably understands a lot more of what the plight of reform with criminals and people make bad decisions, and but still want black power. But so that's mine, just because his whole plight, he'll get that a little bit more when it comes to things like that.
Okay. Jay?
That's a tough one. It's a toss-up. I think for the same reasons that Ameen agreed to and Nas stated. I think I got to give Martin a slight edge. I think he, even though I appreciate and like Malcolm's principles and philosophies and ideas and strategies, I think from when you ask the question of being the leader of the free world, the president, I think Martin would have been better suited for that role because he had the ability to exclude the violence and still have the same type of message without that. And I just think he would have edged him out on that. But that's a tough one because they both was G's, OGs in my book. And but yeah, I got to go Martin though.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Well, go ahead.
I'm gonna go MLK too, man. But their plights were similar. All of those brothers were evolving. Right before they died, their tones had shifted from what they were talking about years ago in the past. So it's really tough. This is a good toss up, man. But I'll go MLK.
Dale,
I would have loved
those facts too, because they again, black men in this country don't get a chance to live out their lives to see, they would have who knows how many times they might have changed their thought process or attitude, how they felt about certain things and progressed even more as better leaders if they would have got a chance to live their lives.
Yep.
AG, that would have been a hell of a presidential ticket though. MLK with Malcolm as his VP. I'm talking about after the Mecca Malcolm with, because early Malcolm was super black nationalist, which I don't have a problem with. You know what I'm saying? He's all black, everything, Detroit.
That's all we got. That's all we got in the White House right now.
Right. So, exactly. the same shit, same concept. So But yeah, I think it would have they would have brought balance to each other. You know, when Malcolm got back from Mecca, you know, because he would have seen the I guess the equality aspect of just people. Before Malcolm couldn't see that vision because he thought it was this tunnel vision with all black. But that Mecca trip just opened his eyes to just seeing that colorism thing just went out the window immediately. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it humbled him. So
okay, great one, great stack up, guys.
We didn't hear you though, G.
Yeah.
Great question. I'm taking brother Martin Luther King Jr. Brother Martin Luther King Jr. Because of a lot of the same reasons you guys said. You know, I read Malcolm's book. I read Spike Lee's Malcolm's book and heard how he made the film and how he raised the money. So I'm a huge, you know, fan and supporter of Brother Little as well. But I think, you know, a part of politics is being able to show, right? Or, you know, show up in the ways that, you know, that can kind of appeal to the masses and still get your message across. I think he was able to transform and do that a little bit better. All right, couple more. All right, y'all. If you had to stack up, question is, you didn't go to Wilberforce. You have FAMU and you have Howard. Which of those two schools do you feel like you would have attended if you had to choose between those two?
Put me by that water. Put me by that water. ain't even a question.
You went to FAMU? You going to FAMU?
Put me by that water. You better believe it. I'll be a rattler. You know what I mean? Right. Put me by that water, man.
Yeah. As a dude that's down here in Miami, the young me would have chosen Howard just because I knew more about it.
Yeah.
But no, you know, as a grown man, knowing what I know now, put me near that water.
Hey, I ain't going front.
Actually, that answer is spot on because I feel like the younger me would have chose Howard and the whole DC life and that life, which is dope as hell. But now, yeah, I got to be by that water too, man. So yeah, Rattler.
Hey, G, I'm gonna say I'm gonna surprise you. I'm gonna go with Low with the Rattler, just because Geno, I mean Chicago, Jack and Jill is like major. So everybody I knew that went to the same 3 high schools, and it ain't no shade. I mean, Whitney Young, Kenwood, High Park, a lot of that went to Howard. Like when I go to Howard homecoming, it's like a Chicago reunion. I know everybody because that was the school to go to. So me being different, I would have went against the grain and went to FAMU.
Yeah.
I probably would have went to Howard because I don't know much. I didn't know much about HBCUs back then. All I knew was Howard. So yeah, I went to Howard.
Hey man, both dope schools, but I'm gonna say I think By the Water won this one, but I probably would have went to Howard, especially back then. That was fresh off of, you know, hearing Diddy throwing parties and, you know,
me being DC at Howard homecoming.
I think that's where I probably would have definitely went. With Biggie talking about it in his rhymes at that time, definitely. And just now as an adult, man, it ain't many. I hate to give it up like this, but it ain't many alumni associations as strong as Howard, bro.
Yeah,
you know, they just got it like that.
Well, no, hey, G.
I said it ain't many. I ain't say they would.
Okay, I was about to say because man,
no,
Fam got
those
they
are
shit
facts.
too.
I mean, Howard
got their shit too.
They just do
no, FAMU, right? But I think
yeah.
I still think Howard's is slightly stronger, man. That's just my opinion. Because that's all out here. That's when you say HBCU, it's either Morehouse, FAM. KJ went to FAM.
Hampton.
KJ went to FAM, or out this way, or Howard. This only
Hampton.
3.
Definitely Hampton.
Hampton too.
Yeah, that actually would have been the school that I would have went
but
to.
A&T, I put A&T ain't too far.
Hampton, Jay.
Morehouse, nigga. Morehouse. I applied to go
Morehouse.
to Morehouse. I got some I got cousins that's alumni at Hampton, man. That's where I wanted to go. It just didn't work out.
Okay.
So hey, I got a stack up question for you.
Go ahead.
So I know we all Wilberforce alum. But what was the school you really wanted to go to before I guess you were either forced to go to the Woo, or you chose the Woo,
He said
or you
forced.
didn't get accepted to the school you didn't get into?
Oh, mine was Hampton. I was on
Okay.
there. I was trying to go there.
Wow.
Like I applied there and everything.
The school I wanted to go to was Grambling,
Okay.
but I got accepted to Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Ooh, my man went there.
And I probably wouldn't know you good brothers, but for a while I thought I was probably should have went there until I kind of fell in love with where I was at, being honest.
Oh,
So what made you choose the Woo over those options?
Dumb stuff, man. My basketball coach went to Wilberforce. You know what I mean? And he talked to a couple people there, and the plan was to come play, but you know how that is when you get there. So,
You know
what I mean?
That's got to be hard because you wouldn't be, you wouldn't know us, you wouldn't have this experience, but you probably would have definitely.
And I wouldn't be from Z, dog. That's the thing. It probably hurt the most, being honest.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'll be a
That's gotta
bruh,
be
but
tough.
I wouldn't be from Z.
low.
Oh man, where was I was going to I think NKU. I actually went to orientation at Northern Kentucky University. I wasn't leaving the crib. I was going too far from the crib. I just wasn't doing that. I had too many fires going on with the crib. But I came to the Woo because my sister was there initially.
Mm-hmm.
So I down there followed her little dusty ass, and she left. So man, so that's how I ended up at the Woo. I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna come up here. I came to like the little barn parties a couple times. I was like, oh yeah, it's lit. I'm in high school. You know what I mean? Like we in here. So that's how I ended up at the Woo. That's just me.
Yeah. Likewise, I was actually seriously considering Central. Because I don't know, y'all probably know my sister, man. My sister Central alum. Shout out to my sister, man. She a PCP listener, but she went to Central, and I used to go up to Central all the time, homecomings, all that shit. So
do we know her?
Y'all don't. Me met my sister before.
I did.
Hold on.
G got that look on his
Right? Why you say it like that?
Come on,
listen,
man.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Hold on. Let me clean that up.
Clean it up,
No
please.
shade, no distances, especially if she's supporting us. But I know my old heads, and I was just asking if they knew her. That's it.
I don't know nobody. I
I'll
don't
show
know
y'all-
nobody on
listen.
here.
Listen,
I know my old. Look at Jay. Look at Jay face. he like show me a
I
picture.
just want to
Jay
know her
over there
name.
like-
What's her name?
Listen.
Man, come on, man.
I ain't trying to
Tell y'all something.
I'm talking about college. I'm talking about I know my old heads. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, I'm safe. I'm safe. My
Square.
sayings you might need to
Ain't
talk.
nothing. It ain't nothing to worry about. All right. So, but
my
nah.
God.
No
Me-
shade.
We don't want no old VHSs, bro. We don't want no
Quit playing. No.
All right,
No.
moving right along, man. Me being quiet, it ain't a fool, boy.
No,
ain't
I
nothing to
know.
be
I
quiet
knew
about.
her though.
You know her?
I knew her. That's what I'm saying. She a
cool.
soror too. So I mean, yeah, I know her.
She a soror too, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stop, man.
Come on, man. Stop, man.
Cause he ain't
Well,
being
look.
real, dog. He ain't. Come on, man. All right, let me
Look,
tell you.
man. So
He
the
is being
college.
real.
Look.
Hey,
Hold on. So the
their
college.
brother almost said he was gonna beat my ass anyway. Let me relax.
Look. So the college I almost went to. I actually applied to FAM, Morehouse, Clark, Morris Brown.
Oh, Clark
University-
too. Yeah.
University of Illinois, and Wilberforce was my last application. I got accepted to Clark, Morris Brown. I didn't get accepted to Morehouse, and I got accepted to FAM. And my pops was like, "Nigga, you ain't going to motherfucking Atlanta. That's out of the question. You're not going to Florida. We gonna send you to that school your grandmother gave her money to every week at church." And I was like, "What school is that again?" "Oh, you mean the little school in Ohio?" I was like, "Oh, hell no!" All my boys was going to Howard, Hampton, FAM, Morehouse, Clark. My ass went to the Woo, but I mean, it was the best decision of my life. But that shit was fucked up.
Clark is where I wanted to go to. I didn't get accepted to Clark though. Damn.
It's funny though that you say that because so my situation was my mother was an AME pastor. And I used to go to Wilberforce as a youngin. In the summertime, they had a program called Tawawa. And it was like a summer program for real. It was called Tawawa. This is when I was in junior, I was in like junior high school. It was called Tawawa. We used to go, it was like a youth group program where they would bring all the youth AME churches to Wilberforce. And I was like, it was one way I know now is like a stream to recruit. Like they was, you know what I mean? Like, but they held it every year during the summertime. It was like a week program for all of the AME churches and stuff, all of the AME youth groups. And so that's how I got introduced to Wilberforce. And in my mind, so it was janky back then, right? Saw roaches, you know what the dorms looked like. I was in Wright Hall. I stayed in Wright Hall. Like, I was like, I'm never coming to this school, bruh. I'll never, ever come to this school in my life. Like, because I had been there year after year. It's probably like 6 years that I went to this summer camp there, this summer program there. And man, it was crazy because my senior year, they were doing recruitment at my school in Youngstown. And, you know, Central would come. That's when recruitment was real heavy back in the day from a lot of schools. They would come to your school and sit with your counselor and all kind of stuff. And so Wilberforce was one that my counselor was pushing. I'm like, I'm not going to the WU. I've been to the WU. I got to go somewhere else. The Wilberforce was the only place that I applied to. Somehow it was like, it ended up being the only school that I actually applied to and got into. And it was like, I'm going to the WU.
I forgot, hold on quick. Shout out to Tennessee State, man. TSU too, man.
We went there.
Yeah, we forgot about them.
Shout out. My wife is an alum of
Liddy.
TSU.
Litty.
Yeah. My wife graduated from TSU. Shout out to TSU for sure.
All right, guys. This is where we give our final thoughts. Anything last words that we want to say for the cast? We're wrapping this thing up, man.
Man, I'm just I needed this one. Like you said, G, at the beginning, we've been heavy, man, with a lot of the stuff that's been going on, and rightfully so. But man, you know, obviously laughter heals a lot of wounds. So this is what we would be doing if we was all, you know, together at a homecoming or whatever, sitting in a room, chopping it up, making each other laugh, poking fun, and whatever we do. So I needed this, man. So I appreciate this cast for sure. I already feel like it already went over very well. So man, just keep supporting us, everybody. Keep supporting all Black businesses. Keep trying to keep a positive attitude. Whatever whoever is going to be in office and all this political stuff. This ain't nothing new under the sun. So it really ain't gonna matter. You know what I mean? You just keep living, man. Do your thing. Keep doing your thing and support Black. Support Black all day long.
Me?
Hey, man, shout out, man. Look, this is one of my favorite months actually, August and September are two of my favorite months, man, just because, I mean, I'm not a Virgo, but most of the most important people in my life are Virgos. Shout out to, my moms. Shout out to my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law. I got about 4 cousins. They all Virgos. And my best friend on the cast, you already know, Jay Izzles. You know what I'm saying? His birthday coming up soon. So
Saturday.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all
Happy
the Virgos,
birthday, bro.
man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Our mom's birthday on the same day in this month too.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, just
Next
I would just want to say, man, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, man. Get on your fitness game. I mean, I'm going through a journey myself. I've been on my bike like a maniac. So for those who follow me on Instagram, I'm posting my stats every fucking day. But yeah, man, let's get this money, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's stay safe, man. Let's stay out of sight, out of mind. And hopefully we get to these polls, man, and make change, man, no matter what it is.
Dale?
Signing off, man. Yeah, I'm gonna echo what Mean said. When we go out here and vote, let's get him out of here. But going forward, let's demand for our vote. No more votes for free. Let's start making some demands for our shit. And shouting out my family, man. I got my wedding anniversary coming up next week. Gonna be 7 years, 7 years of bliss, man. So,
Congratulations, brother.
7 years, dog. Yeah, man.
Congratulations,
7 years.
7 fucking
Since I've
years,
been
dog.
since
7 years.
Congratulations, Dale.
Thank you.
Damn.
Thank
Black
you.
love, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
black
you.
love, baby.
Thank you. Got a Jew, man. So yeah. So yep. So yeah. So shout out to my wife, man, in 7 years. And yeah, you know what it is. Peace and love, baby. You know.
Feezy Fees. I'm gonna leave Low to bring it home before me.
Well, I'm in a real good mood, like my man touched on. This is a busy time of the year for me. My family, we got a lot of birthdays coming up. Mine is Saturday the 29th. I'll be 44. You know what I'm saying? Got my 44 Magnum piece going. And I'm ready. And I'm excited. My mom's, hers is the day after mine on the 30th, along with G's mom. So that's a good day. I got my niece. Hers is the day after that on the 31st. You know what I'm saying? And then I got my son bringing up the rear, another Virgo. He'll be 3 years old on September 5th. So we got a nice little party coming up for him. We're going to do it big on my birthday this weekend. We got a lot of stuff going on. So I'm excited. And, for y'all little squeamish guys out there, if y'all find some tapes, man, send them to me. I'll screen them boys for you and let you know what it looked like. You know what I mean? Shout out. Peace.
Hey, real before you go, Low, we can't move on without saying, since we're throwing out Virgo's birthday, is Kobe Bean Bryant's birthday today.
That's right.
To the Mamba, man.
One of the greatest.
Hey, quick moment of silence for the Black Mamba on his birthday, man. Appreciate that, fellas.
Low.
Yeah. Wow. So birthdays and anniversaries, man, don't just feel good to still be here. I mean,
blessings,
man.
Lose people every day. I mean, don't it feel good, man, to be black, and still be here. So, I mean, happy birthday, Fee's mom, G's mom, all family, involved. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. And just to know we don't take life for granted. So, I mean, people, man, live your lives, chase your dreams is very important. You know what I mean? If you can get up and waking up the next morning, figure it out. You know what I mean? We all have rainy days, but, just figure it out. Find some joy. Find some sunshine. Speaking of sunshine, my sunshine, I don't want to say unfortunately, because I'm going in this with a positive, with positivity. My son goes back to actual school tomorrow morning. So, I mean, first day back. It's a non-traditional time that we know. So, I mean, just say a special prayer for him and his classmates and his teachers and the maintenance man, the lunch lady, everybody involved across the country who has to deal with this pandemic in a different way. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not going to get down about it. I mean, we're going to stay positive about it, and we'll see what happens. But just to say, bless all people running the front lines in this time and age. And like I said, let's get out here and vote. You have to understand your vote does count. If you never thought it counted last year or the year before, I mean, it does really count this year. And make sure you vote the right way. And that's all I got to say.
Yo. Kind of echoing a few things that's been said before me. It's been great to kind of congregate with my brothers. I don't tell y'all enough. I love y'all enough. I ain't too prideful to say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for y'all every day. Thank you to my queen, my family. Just like Nas said, support black businesses. Grand Orthodontics is one of our sponsors for today. Just want to make sure I get a shout out to that. But most importantly, man, I just want to say being black is a privilege, man, and I'm honored to be that. And I wear that and I bear that every day. You know what I mean? And as we all do, we try to pour that responsibility and that weight, bear some of that weight by supporting and encouraging and uplifting some of our kids in the community that we're around and we service. So with that being said, you can find the PCP on IG at the Pharaohs Club Pod. You can find us at Facebook, Pharaohs Club Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to us on Spotify, you know what I'm saying, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, And more importantly, share the word, right? Share the word. And we out of here. Peace.
Peace and love.